Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Will and DeShaun Show podcast. I'm your boy Will, and I'm with
DeShaun.
DeShaun. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored of the Lord.
Good.
So today's podcast is I don't want to be an old gay man. So me and DeShaun was having this conversation earlier. We was watching Pose, and they had a scene where there was a Pray Tell and his other three the gay councilmen of Pose, and they were all gay, single old men. Like, I got the delight and joy out of seeing them, but the part me and DeShaun was really talking about, just on a personal level, was being an old single gay man, and how I don't want to be a single gay man. And I feel like I feel like watching them, I almost saw my future.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's only your future if you let it be your future.
True.
You know,
and this comes from me not dating, and I haven't dated over 2 years now. And as of this point right now, I don't really have a big desire to date again. But I can,
like, ever again?
No, yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, not like never again. But as of right now, I don't. I'm just not.
So if you don't want to be an old single gay, what do you want to be when you're old?
A debonair old gay man.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Like Billy D. Williams, okay?
But
no, but in all realness, as I've gotten older, you know how I'm okay with being by myself, and I know this sounds bad, but I am okay with being by myself. I've got to the point where, at one time in my life, I was feeling like, well, since I'm never going to be with anybody, I'm just going to be okay with being by myself. And DeShaun always told me I have to change that trajectory and change that outlook and not speak that out of my mouth.
Well, if you're okay with being by yourself, why are you worried about being an old gay man?
But because I don't want to be an old gay man.
But at the same time, you're okay with being by yourself.
Because I'm a loner in general. I'm a loner in general. So not me being around somebody or having someone is something that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying?
Are you okay with this?
I could be in a whole crowd of people. I could be at my whole family reunion and be off to the side by myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. But when it comes down to my love, like, I feel like that's unhealthy for me to not have someone.
Right, I understand.
That's why I say I'm okay with being by myself, because I'm used to being by myself.
Right.
And things have not worked out in my past with dating. So I'm okay that I don't have someone. Like, I can live. You know what I'm saying? It's just some people out there who can't live without having someone.
Right.
I can.
But at the same time, you're saying you don't want to be old and single.
Yes, I don't.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say, and I know it's probably not coming off like that, but what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to be old and single, which I don't. I do want to eventually find someone to grow old with. But the harsh reality sometimes with being a gay man is that men don't want to settle down. Some of them, not saying they all don't, but some of them don't. And you kind of have to face that reality that you might be single.
But you know what? I think a lot of it is us being too picky
and superficial. And I think a lot of people have an idea of what a relationship is, and sometimes it's not what they have in their head. They quit.
I truly believe there's somebody out there for everybody. Even if you don't end up with that person, there's a person out there for the version of you that there is today. I'll say that. You know, and I don't think, as far as I'm speaking, I don't think I'm gonna be old and lonely. I
never said I was gonna be lonely.
I don't think I'm gonna be old and single. I think when I'm truly ready to go into a relationship, I'll be ready to go into one. And I'm not afraid of being old and single. Even if it was to happen, I don't know. I'm not as bothered by it. I think you can get certain things that come with a relationship from other places, like friends, like family. Sometimes you may not need a whole relationship. Sometimes you just kind of need a little Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? Ooh, I hate to say that, but that's kind of maybe that's something because I feel very fulfilled when I'm with my friends, as far as the hanging out or the fulfillment of being around other people. But I know there's something. I would say there's something that your friends can never give you that your mate can give you outside of just sex. There's still a level of intimacy that you get from them and care that you get from them versus what you get from your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
It's a different kind of love.
But if you don't ever open yourself up and let that come into your life,
that's true.
Yeah, it's not going.
And I feel like
you have to be allowed.
I feel like that chakra is closed, and I have to open it back up.
Yeah,
I do. I feel like that part of my life. Because again, I haven't dated in over 2 years now. I feel like that has closed. It's not that I've never really like tried to date. I just never really. Nobody has really wooed me or even came in my life that made me want to date them or pursue them in a relationship.
I think they'll come when it's ready, and as long as you're ready, because maybe they've come before and you weren't ready.
No, the times that I have dated, I was ready. They wasn't ready.
I am ready for
very, very indie ready for love. I don't believe they were ready, so that's why I was either ghosted or, just things just didn't never.
And they say you should when it comes to law of attraction stuff, that you shouldn't focus on it. You should focus on other things, because when you focus on certain things too hard or something like that, it shows that you're desperate. Or something like that.
And the funny thing is, again, I feel like I'm the total opposite because I'm not focusing on that. That's the reason why I have been single, I have been single.
And maybe it's just not your time right now. Maybe you need to move some other things around in your life to open up that availability for a person.
You know what? I think it is because I have changed. That I had switched over from that finding someone focused to other things like me being in the gym, me trying to get back in shape, and
you focus on you.
I really have. To really think about that. Like again, I would tell everybody if anybody don't know my story from this particular year, the beginning of the year, I dealt with a lot of depression, and now I'm not dealing with that anymore on that kind of level because I was like in a kind of like a really deep depression, and thank God through my friends and through the gym that has went away. It has very much decreased. I might have had maybe 1 day of actually, if I felt like it was trying to creep back up, but I cut it off really quickly. So I've been really focusing on me. I've been really focusing on my mental health. I've been focusing on my physical health. So that has been my focus. So I was like, I see guys, I think they're cute or whatever, the apps or whatever, but I really don't. I really have that. I guess that's a shield that's up, or a brick wall, or whatever. Or that, like I said, that chakra is closed. So I haven't really been focusing on looking, really.
Right. You go through different phases in your life where you want things more or less throughout it. But I feel like for myself, I think when I'm ready to truly get in that situation.
Will you ever be really ready to show?
I think I will. I don't think I'll be single for the rest of my life. And I don't worry about it.
Have you? I'll just be single for the rest of my life.
I feel like there's other things I need to work on.
But I feel like we'll always have things that we need to work on.
Right, but if I don't have a desire to want to be with someone, I don't think I need to force it either.
Absolutely not, and that's the reason why I'm in the predicament that I'm in.
All right.
Because I'm not forcing anything. I'm not even really trying, actually.
Right. What's wrong with being old and single?
Nothing. It's just sometimes, in the gay community, you age out.
Why is that?
It's just because that's how it is.
Oh.
You age out. It's even like with straight people, how they do females who get older and don't have kids or who don't have a husband and stuff like that. They be like, oh, you should be married right now. You should have kids and thus and the third. And so they make you kind of feel like unfulfilled. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. But honestly, who get it the most? The gays. The gays be reading each other so hard, especially old gays, because most of the old gays be tricking with young boys. Or you see the old gay in the club, you be like, oh my God, like what are you doing in the club?
So you don't want to be that old gay in the club.
I'll come out to have a drink or two. And that's what I say. Again, you always have sometimes you have to check yourself when it comes down to when you see older people. Because again, at the end of the day, we don't know if that person's single or not just because they out at the club. They just probably came to have a good time.
Right, we don't know their business.
Right, you don't know that person, but you assume. People assume because you go to clubs and bars, but most times that's what people go to meet people is at clubs and bars. So
maybe they just want to come have a drink.
That's what I said. At the time, I had to check myself.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. My perception of old people have changed a lot based on me going to the gym.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why, let me tell you the reason why. When me and you first joined the gym together, and I was just like, oh, I look at old people in here. I'd be like, turn my nose up, like, oh, I look at old people in here. But I had a reality check that really one day you will also be old. And I checked myself to be like, these people are making an effort to live a healthy life.
Why they can't go to the gym?
Right. And I had to check myself for that. And also I have to have that same perception when they go to the club. You know, people might just be coming out to have a drink. They might have had a hard day. They might just want to have some fun. You know, and that's sometimes in society, if we go back to society norms and society rules, that says that again, that you can't be an old gay or you can't be old at the club. Who's to say that you can't go to the club? What age? There's no age limit. You have to be, I guess, at least 21. But outside of that, there is no cap. You know what I'm saying?
Right. My daddy always say, if you get older, you die. So embrace age when it comes to.
Now, don't get me wrong. I embrace age because I had a realization that I'm going to be 40 in 2 years. So, because I'm about to turn 38, I don't even look like I'm 38. I actually look young. I always get mid to late 20s, actually, because people don't know how old I am. DeShaun don't try it. You know I look just as young as him, or even younger. He be trying it. But anyway, but in all reality, without DeShaun throwing the shade, I do look younger than what I am. It's DeShaun might get slapped because he tried. But yeah, like sometimes you have to check yourself, and
you do. You have to check yourself
because a lot of people I would say, "Oh, you're gonna be old and like in diapers or in a wheelchair, stuff like that." And I used to tell people all the time, "Don't speak that over to my life because that's not what I want to see." Right. I see plenty of older people who are very well be able to do. They take care of themselves. Old people still drive,
and some people find love later in life. I feel like we're being gay and being a gay man. You don't have to find love before you're 40. Like it would be nice, but I think a lot of times we look at our straight counterparts and think we're supposed to be married and settled before we get 40, and that's just not everyone's life, not even straight people's life. And I think we don't have the same biological clocks that women have.
Oh, we don't at all.
But unless some young women have kids, I don't. But I get it. Even with that, you can adopt kids.
I actually had that episode. Lord, I had that conversation with my coworkers last weekend. And she was like, "How old are you?" I was like, "I'm 37." She said, "Well, you should," because we was talking about kids or whatever. And I was like, "I don't have any children, you know, or whatever." And I was like, "I really don't." I always be on the fence when it comes down to having kids. Like, I would like to have one, but then I'm okay if I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'll be very fine if I don't have kids. I always been away. I actually never wanted children, to be honest. But as I've gotten older, I feel like, well, who's going to take care of me? You know, who's going to be there? Who's going to be my heir? You know what I'm saying? You know, for the family legacy and stuff, and all that jazz. But I told her, I said, you know, men can have kids till we way old. So that's different from us than females. So I was like, there's no limitation for me. Because we were talking about twins. And I told the ladies at work that I wanted to have identical twins. Like if I did have kids, I wanted to have two at once, identical, if that could actually happen. But that's what I wanted. But yeah, that's what we were talking about, to have on the kids. And then they asked me my age. And she's like, well, you better hurry up and have some kids. You 37. I was like, I can still have kids way off of my 50s and 60s, actually. So, if I actually wanted to do so. But, you know, again, by being a gay man, I don't go by society norms because, again, I'm a single gay man. Also, not only being a single gay man, is that, you know, I don't really desire marriage like that. So, I'm not desperate to the point like, I gotta find somebody, I want to get married, I want to have this wedding. I don't have anything to get it wrong. I don't have anything against getting married. I just don't particularly want a wedding per se, and I've always stated that. Not to say I will never have one, but I just really don't want one. And I don't have a problem with getting married or marriage per se. But that whole thing, a desire that some people have for that, I don't necessarily have. Me and my partner could just be together. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, back in the day, these people couldn't get married. We just got this right a while ago, and the way the government set up, it could be taken away anytime. So, still, like for me, I don't really go by that.
Right. Exactly.
And like I said, I'm glad we opened this conversation about being old and gay. Yes, I don't want to be old and gay, but if I am, again, I'm still okay with that. I'm still going to be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I've gotten to the point that I am okay.
And I'll just say that one day we'll all be old and gay, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Because we're all going to get old.
Right.
I'm still going to be an old gay man, period.
Right.
I'm still going to be an older man. I'll take the gay question out of it because I'm a man.
Right.
You're going to be an old man.
We're going to be old.
Eventually. Unless you die young.
Or a woman. Second joking.
That ain't my thing.
But y'all, make sure y'all subscribe. Talk to us about your, I don't know, I guess, old nightmares of getting old, or if there are any older gentlemen listening to the podcast, say something in the comments, say how you feel about this conversation, and make sure y'all subscribe, share, comment, and bye.
Bye, y'all.